Welcome back to What the Fertility for a special guest episode. As you guys know, we are in the middle of season 4 and 5, but when we found out this guest was raising awareness for pregnancy and infant loss this October, we just had to chat with her. Today we are sitting down with Reece Weaver, who many of you likely know from Netflix's America's Sweethearts. Reece was my personal favorite, and I really guess I shouldn't have a favorite, but I definitely did. So Reece is dancing for pregnancy and infant loss awareness this October through the nonprofit organization Beckett's Blessing Box. So welcome, Reece. We are really excited to learn more about you and especially learn more about Beckett's Blessing Box.
Oh, thank you so much. Again, this is such an honor, and I'm so grateful that I get to bring awareness and shine a light on this.
We are so excited and happy you're with us. If you want to kind of even just for those who don't know what Beckett's Blessing Box is, would you kind of tell us what it is and what it's
Yes.
everything? Yeah.
Yeah. So Beckett's Blessing Box was founded by my husband and I's mentors in 2021. And this is a nonprofit organization where they send resources out to families who've lost a child. These resources include Bibles, devotionals, journals, blankets, stuffed animals, even things for siblings who've lost a brother or sister. And so ultimately, the goal is to point others to the ultimate source of healing and restoration, which is Christ. And then to bring this idea of you're not walking alone in your grief. And so just to make sure that they know that there's a community and that they have a lot of people in their corner to support and walk with them through grief. And so that's a little bit about Beckett's Blessing Box. My husband and I, we recently got married in 2024, and we talk about this a lot. And, we're just so grateful. Our college experience was really kind of made by our disciples and our mentors. Their stories, their testimony is just amazing, and that they just welcomed us with open arms and kind of just, again, mentored us in our relationship and in school and everything. But we talk about this all the time, and we always think about just the why of why they chose us and why they thought that we were the ones that they wanted to mentor and pour into. And really, we look at it and we're just so blessed to say that we can be a small part of their story and their son's legacy, that we got to, unfortunately witness the loss of their firstborn, but also witness how you don't necessarily just stay in the grief and how you can turn it for good and help others. And so we feel blessed and fortunate enough to bring awareness to this cause and hopefully get it across the world so that other families don't have to do this alone.
Well, that is beautiful and good news for you. We are listened to in 90 different countries. So hopefully everybody across the world will learn about Beckett's Blessing Box. And I think Amanda and I both probably have chills. Everything that you said, where it is such, loss of a child, loss of a pregnancy, it is such a defining moment in someone's life. And, you can turn it too good, especially through faith and especially through Christ. And Amanda and I both have had those journeys. And, for both of us, we've relied on our faith heavily to get us to step 2. And that's really how this podcast was founded, to make sure others weren't alone in whatever their path to parenthood looked like. And then also having people like you on and talking about Beckett's Blessing Box and making sure that other people knew that there are resources out there, and people want to help and they want to bring awareness to this.
Yes, absolutely. I love that. I love that there's different avenues to get plugged in. I mean, obviously podcasts are such an amazing tool for others to listen in and to just get wisdom and knowledge about what's going on in other people's lives. It's just a great way to share other stories and testimonies. But then also, just to bring awareness to other nonprofits and like Beckett's Blessing Box is such a blessing for us, I would say, just to be able to bring awareness.
Yeah, so I was on their website a little bit. And so it looks like there's not, it looks like a lot of the resources are sent out, quote unquote, not for free, but that's where this fundraising comes in, right? So the organization is sending those out to couples. It's not where people can go on the website and buy something for someone. Is that right?
Correct. Yes. Yes.
So
essentially, kind kind of how this all starts is if you have experienced the loss of a child, or you know someone who has, you can simply go to the website and request a box for a family. And we've been beyond blessed and fortunate enough to, one, just see how the Lord moves. I mean, He does abundantly more than we could ever ask for, and we've seen Him show up in ways that we never thought were possible. And so, one, we've been blessed to watch how, we're being funded in a way of keeping resources in stock. A lot of churches and small groups and different clubs and stuff have purchased maybe like resources from these boxes on our Amazon wish list. But really, the main goal right now is to get these boxes out. These boxes have actually gone to different countries as well across, obviously all 50 states, but across the country. And so the shipping costs are definitely something that's a goal and a mission. And I think right now funding those to get resources in the hands of these families as quick as possible is kind of the number one focus right now.
That's amazing.
I love that. Yeah, that's so amazing. And I know that you have the link in your bio, but once October, and I'm sure you'll continue this, but really, so like kind of backtracking a little bit, like in October, okay, and I'm an Eagles fan, and so is Amanda.
Yeah.
Hey, let me say, obviously, Cowboys all the way, but going to the University of Alabama, fortunately, there's so many people I cheered for that are with the Eagles now. And I'm like, oh, this hurts so bad.
It hurts so bad. I was going to say go Cowboys, but I don't know if I can.
I'll be happy listening to that.
I know.
An Eagles fan.
And your husband went to Alabama too, is that right?
Yes. We both graduated from Alabama, and I was fortunate enough to literally cheer for some of the now Eagles players. And so, it hurts the heart a little bit knowing that you have to witness the people that you cheered for in college now be your rivals in NFL. So
right. No, I totally hear that. And it always changes, right? Like who knows where they'll be tomorrow.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but too funny. So I don't even remember where I was going with that. Oh, that's what I was going. I just wanted to talk about, in October, you're bringing awareness specifically in the month of October, and you have a fundraising goal, I think of 10,000. Is that right?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. So after October, are there still ways that people can get involved with Beckett's Blessing Box?
Absolutely. So, some things that I think are kind of like a fun project to do. I mentioned, a small group, or if you have like a little, I don't know, like your family wants to do something for the holidays or whatever that looks like. I know we're kind of in the giving season, so being able to just do kind of like a packing party if you want to like contribute buying resources and sending those to the address. I won't say it out loud. It's all through the website. But just one, purchasing resources, or just simply funding some of these boxes that are being sent out all over the world. Yeah, so I mean, obviously for the month of October, because it is Pregnancy Infant Loss Awareness, we want to have that goal and kind of shine a light on it and bring awareness to it. But we've done fun fundraisers. Last March, we did something with Kendra Scott, which was really fun. There's also going to be ways that we're thinking about different projects that more people can get involved and help support.
I love it. And I think the Amazon wish list, that's
wish
on
list,
theirs. Yeah, so you have to go to their Instagram, right?
Yes. So if you go to their Instagram, all the links and all the resources and good stuff is in there that you can click on, and it'll send you to the Amazon wish list, or the one, if you want to contribute with funding, you can go there, or even just the website to request a box.
That is perfect. We are, just so thankful that you are a part of this and doing this. For someone like me and Kat who have experienced pregnancy loss, it means so much that there are places and people that are doing things like this, because the support during it is truly amazing when we have someone there that can either, like you said, a blanket, or just even to be there as support, like coming to the house or bringing food or whatever it may be, anything it is just super helpful. So thank you that you're doing this and being a part of it.
Oh my gosh. Well, I consider this a blessing and an honor just to say that, um, my husband and I were just a tiny small part of all of this. And, we'll still never know kind of those answers of why we really watched and witnessed all of this. But I'm starting to see the fruit where the Lord has just graciously enough given me this platform, and I want to use it to make the kingdom bigger. And so I think that this is just definitely his little wink. I call him God winks. I think that this is his God wink of, hey, this is what I want you to do. And so I'm just blessed to be a part of it.
I love that. We reference God winks all the time in our, we say it all the time in past episodes too, of just like, it's just crazy, right? Like you have these thoughts and you're like, wait, that's definitely God. How is that so in line with like something that was just a little thought in my head, or something that happened, 10 years ago. But, okay, I
And
wanted
just
to
even
also,
how God can bring like so much beauty from like ashes.
Yes,
How horrible the experience I'm sure was for them to lose their child, but like look how much impact now that they can have, and like God truly can make so much good out of what the enemy meant for evil, and like he can totally bring so much light. So yeah.
absolutely. Beckett's legacy is something that, I mean, obviously when a child comes on this side of heaven, you know that they're going to leave a legacy. But Beckett is in the arms of Jesus, and he is truly making a legacy and building this legacy, and it's carrying on for so many people, and is touching so many moms and dads' hearts too, which is so cool.
yeah, and I think, like Amanda was alluding to, it's so nice to have gifts from friends and families, but sometimes those people just don't know what to give. And so I
Mhm.
really love the blessing box. They just need to say, like, I know somebody in need, I want to help. And Beckett's blessing box can go in and like send those to them without all of the, am I sending the right thing? I don't really know. And they have experience of what was comforting to them, I'm sure. Um, I do have a question about your sweatshirt. I feel like I love it. Is that something that they have where people can purchase and then represent?
Yes. So I will say, I think that like there's kind of these like sporadic month sets. Oh, we'll do a t-shirt, we'll do a sweatshirt. And I think we're going to be a little more consistent because I know I'm pushing for it because I would love to have more merch. But we're starting to do that here and there, and I think it's like every other month type of thing. But it's just really being able to, I mean, obviously, if you've ever worked in kind of like stock and merchandise and what that looks like, there's a lot more that goes on behind the scenes of keeping it in stock and people buying it and make sure you have enough. And what we've been, it's been cool enough to see that once we do have merch like this, it does go super quick, but it's like, wait, that was all that we ordered.
Amanda and
So
I, so Amanda's had her own boutique, so she knows way more than I do. But we tried to do hats for the podcast, and same thing. We're like, we got the hats, but then how do you keep it up? But that's a perfect reason to go follow Beckett's Blessing Box and follow Reese on Instagram so that you can see the new things that they're coming out with and doing, because it is the cutest sweatshirt. You'll probably
It is
see
so
it. Yeah, it's so cute.
thank you. And sometimes we'll get them in like comfort colors. So I know this is a comfort color crew. And listen, I mean, obviously I've been through the college phase. All sorts of comfort color is still, I don't think ever going to go out of style, but like that's my jam.
And it's so comfortable. Like so
Yes,
comfy.
so comfy, so comfy.
Do you mind
Well,
sharing like the website or their Instagram, just so people can go check it out?
Yes. So Instagram is just Beckett's Blessing Box, and their website is through a scholarship that Taylor Beckett's dad started when he was younger. But the website it's going to be Morton Scholarship, but the website is www.beckettsblessingbox.com, and I can send you all these things too if we want to clarify too. So
yeah, we'll put it down in the show notes for sure. So if people are listening, go to, wherever you get your podcast and it'll be in the show notes. Well, I'm sure, Reese, I mean, thank you so much for being on. I'm sure you had a million other things to do today. And so we deeply appreciate you coming on, sharing about Beckett's Blessing Box, taking the month of October to just highlight pregnancy and infant awareness. It's something obviously very close to Amanda and I's hearts, as well as probably the majority of our listeners. listeners. Is there anything else that you would want to share with this community?
Oh my goodness. So one, I mean, like just prefacing, I personally have never experienced the loss of a child, but to be kind of the outsider looking in, if you've seen someone that you love so dearly walk through this, it is hard on you, and it is something that, it's just heartbreaking because sometimes you just don't know the words. You don't know what to do. Do you want to hug? Do you you just really don't know what that person needs. But one, I think the biggest thing is just consistently showing up for that person and knowing that there is a community behind. Even if, if this is a mom listening that they've lost a child, just know that you have an army behind you no matter what. Even if you feel all the things, I'm sure is guilt, the enemy is lying to you. There's just this weight of mental and emotional pull and tug on you. It's not your fault. You are still fearfully and wonderfully made. You still have purpose. The Lord is going to use this, and that there's going to be so much fruit out of this. And we can't see it now, but this is not the end. And there's so much purpose in who you are and what you're going to do. But know that when walking through grief, you have a community behind you, and you do have nonprofits like Beckett's Blessing Box that truly wants to tell you that you are not walking alone, but also support you with grief, because there's so many people that go through this and don't share what they're walking through. And it is really, really, that is a weight that not one person should ever carry. It's our responsibility as a community to hold some of that weight and walk with you through it.
Gosh, you could not have said that any better. We are so thankful you were on with us, and just you are the sweetest person ever. So thank you for sharing all the things and sharing about Beckett's Blessing Box. We are hopeful you guys will hit that 10,000 in your fundraiser this month, and we make sure you guys check it out on their Instagram, their website, and be supportive. So be sure to look at it. But we're so thankful you were on with us, Reece.
Thank y'all so much. It was so sweet. It made my day.